Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 8th Annual Trio Banquet. We are very excited to actually get to see everyone face to face. And I'm going to struggle a lot with the mask tonight, but I just wanted you to know that seeing everyone not on a screen is like really exciting to me. You'll have to back from me because I'm a hugger. And I'm finding that hard. I've been going like this all night. But thank you so much for coming tonight. We also are excited that this is the first time that those that commute or cannot come to campus late in the evenings, or actually just because of safety purposes don't feel comfortable coming tonight, will actually get to see us live tonight. So that is something new. I mean, COVID had its negatives, but it's definitely had its positives as well. And that's one of them, that so many students can actually see us and not have to drive up here and actually be here, but be a part of it anyway. We'll begin the banquet tonight with dinner, served buffet style in the back. We start at the right. In order to be compliant to the CDC guidelines and safety protocol, we'll call out 3 tables at a time to be served. We ask that you keep your mask on until seated and eating. Also keep within social distancing protocol while in the buffet line. We thank you so much for following these guidelines so we once again can be together and enjoy our end of the year celebration in the safest way possible. We'll begin with our reserved tables in the front. And then after that, we will have our ushers come and let you know when your table can be released. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good evening again. I believe everyone is been served, or at least is in line to be served. So we don't get too behind and end up here late, because I know nobody wants to be up late, right? Y'all have things to do. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I thank you again for joining us tonight for our annual Trio Banquet. This is always my favorite event of the year. It's a time to get together and celebrate Trio and celebrate all the accomplishments of our first-gen students. And I truly believe we need a moment to celebrate those accomplishments more than ever this year. I don't know about you, but it seemed like because of the pandemic and other things going on in our environment lately, it seems like everything is 10 times harder, and it takes 20 times longer to do the everyday task. And so I think this year, even everything just seemed way more complicated and it took way more effort to get the same out of it. So I think we need to celebrate, because this was a hard year. And so I'm extra excited that not only I get to finally see you, it has literally been a year since I have seen you in person. I've only seen you on a screen. And also, it's been a hard year, and we need to celebrate, and we need to encourage each other and cheer us on, because we made it. We made it through the pandemic. We are almost to normalcy. Not quite, but we're almost there. So yes, y'all all deserve a round of applause. I am so very proud of you. I have seen so many amazing things. The Trio community has had many unforeseen challenges, but we have risen to each and not let it keep us from shining in our resiliency, tenacity, and our perseverance. I have watched you guys work hard and do what it takes, even though a lot of times y'all were really scared and really miserable, but you did it. Everybody hung in there and just stuck it out. And I'm hoping for better things this coming year, that we will get to some kind of normalcy. Ironically, the last in-person banquet that we celebrated was themed Trio Unmasked. Little did we know that the whole world would soon be masked, literally and in so many other ways as well. Masked with fear physically for our health and safety, fear of no longer being seen in our isolation, fear of our voices no longer being heard with social injustices. But Trio, you all, once again, have met those challenges and soared. In a year of so much being taken away, Trio has seen a budget increase in our regular SSS program. We have received funding for a new program just for teachers. So even though it has been hard times and it has been a struggle, Trio has grown. We now serve almost 300 students instead of 165. So I'm so proud of that growth in a time of craziness. So yes, that is awesome news. We have been doubling in staff, we've doubled in students, and I also thank you for being patient in all of that transition. I know a lot of you had to deal with Derek leaving, and we'll talk about that more. But right now, Derek came to meet with us tonight, so he's here. So if y'all miss him, y'all be sure and come and see him over here at the table. So I know a lot of you have been missing Derek, and that was a change and a transition for you as well. And Trio in and of itself has been going through a lot of changes, not only with the pandemic and having to change our procedures to follow suit, but also just the growing population of students and having to double our staff. So it's been definitely a learning curve and definitely a lot of having to be flexible. Haven't we all had to be flexible this year? If anything, we have grown in flexibility and just going with the punches, right? And that's what Trio's known for anyway, so, I mean, it was in our strong suit, right? So we're all good. But I am proud of each and every one of you. You all have done amazing things in a response to a historical year, and that deserves an applaud and acknowledgement. So again, we're now going to begin our program with a word from our guest speaker, President White. She has a few words to say to our graduates before we do our graduate ceremony.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elisa White, president of Sam Houston State University. It's my honor to celebrate your accomplishments today. You are a remarkable group of students who serve as an inspiration to others. College can be quite intimidating, especially if you're first in your family to attend. Being a first-generation college student means a lot to you and your family, but also can mean a lot to many others. As a first-generation student, soon to be graduate, you're a trailblazer, a role model, and a mentor. Many people are cheering you on as you graduate. Many provided resources, support, and encouragement. The TRIO Student Support Services Program is a stellar example of our university's dedication to investing in lives by serving unique needs of our first-generation students. The staff, first-generation graduates themselves, have chosen to build on their own experiences in order to champion higher education and the difference it can make in people's lives and their families for generations. You chose Sam Houston State for a reason, and I'm glad you did. Now here you are. Despite the unique challenges you faced, you made it through one of the most difficult academic years in our university's history because of COVID. You should be proud. I am. Your degree from Sam Houston represents your personal determination, your hard work, and your resiliency. Although others provided support and encouragement, this is your accomplishment. And as you move forward in life, I hope you continue to blaze a trail for others. Your success here at Sam and beyond is confirmation that a college degree is attainable. Please share your story with others. Be that inspiration.
We appreciate President White taking time out of her busy schedule to do that just for our TRIO students. We will now honor our 2021 spring and summer graduates led by Shauna Sandals, our new academic coordinator and coach for the TRIO for Teachers program.
As I call your name, please enter through the curtain here and walk across the stage receiving your awards. If you have any special award, I will tell you that as well. We're going to start with the College of Business Administration. Jacqueline Duenes. She will also be receiving the TRIO Medal for graduating with a 3.0 GPA. Keely Garner. Keely will also be receiving the medal for having a 3.0 GPA upon graduation. Haley Yang. Haley will also be receiving the medal for a 3.0 GPA upon graduation. Brandon Milton. Brandon will also be receiving the medal for 3.0 GPA upon graduation. Jornay Sanders. Jornay will also be receiving the medal for having a 3.0 GPA upon graduation. Kimberly Vega. Kimberly will be receiving the 3.0 medal as well. College of Criminal Justice. Julissa Cantu Alvarez. Jalissa will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. Valeria Garza. Valeria will be receiving the 3.0 medal upon graduation. Kennedy Gordon. Kennedy will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. Stephanie Lopez Laura. Stephanie will receive the medal for 3.0 upon graduation. Maria Martinez. Jennifer Navias. Jennifer will be receiving the medal for 3.0 upon graduation. Cindy Richard Daniels. Cindy will also receive the 3.0 GPA medal for graduation. Alicia Rodriguez. Alicia will receive the 3.0 medal for GPA upon graduation. Giselle Salas. Dawson Townsend. Dawson will receive the medal for 3.0 GPA upon graduation. Bill Woodburn. Bill will be receiving the medal for 3.0 GPA upon graduation. College of Education. Alyssa Calamaico, sorry. Alyssa will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. Jennifer McMahon. Jennifer will also be receiving the medal for 3.0 upon graduation. Camry Albright. Camry will also be receiving the 3.0 GPA medal. College of Arts and Media. Jennifer Fortenberry. Jennifer will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. College of Health Sciences. Jesselyn Castellana. Jesselyn will be receiving the medal for 3.0 upon graduation. Carlisha Huffman. Vladimir Lankin. Vladimir will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. Nadalyn Smith. Nadalyn will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Brenda Cruz Flores. Brenda will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. Isaiah Epps. Logan Treadaway. Logan will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. Adelina Trujillo. Adelina will be receiving the 3.0 medal for graduation. Whitney Walters. College of Science and Engineering Technology. Jorge Martinez. Please give one more round of applause for our graduates for the summer and spring.
I'm so proud of these guys up here. I mean, to graduate during the year of COVID, man, I mean, that's a whole new, I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be a whole different generation coming in as freshman COVID and these graduates coming out in the middle of all this. I'm excited for them, and we are here for you. Just because you leave TRIO, just because you leave SHSU, we're still here for you. If you need help, if you need advice, after you get out of here, come back and reach out to us. And also, a lot of students don't realize that the Career Center is also available to all alumni. So if you want to just totally do something different, as an alumni, they will help you redo your resume, help you redo all of those things. So don't forget to come back. We don't just send you off and you never have to come back and get help. If you need help, we're here for you. So come back and check with me and PK and Shauna, and we'll help you out in any way we can. So we're going to begin our Star Service Awards. So there are awards going to SHSU faculty and staff, TRIO staff, and also TRIO participants. They are to recognize their service to first-generation students or the participation of TRIO programming and services for student success by TRIO students. I would like to begin the service award by recognizing this year's staff members. Please stand as I introduce you to our audience, because we have a lot of new people, so I want you to see all their faces. We have tonight Stella Vey. I know everybody's looking for Stella. She's at home, so we're going to say hi to her because hopefully she's watching virtually if she feels well enough. I know she is stressing right now because she helped plan this, and I know she feels like she let everyone down, but we all love you, Stella, and you're perfectly fine. We're surviving without you. So you rest and feel better. She got her vaccination shot, and she's having a reaction like a lot of people have. So Stella Vey is our service coordinator for SSS and our academic coach. We also have PK Guadarrama, our new staff member who's taken Derek's place as academic coach. And he's amazing, so I hope you guys will get to know him. He's fun, and he's really a nice guy and approachable. We're really enjoying PK. There's Shauna Sandals, our academic coordinator and academic coach for the new TRIO for Teachers program. And we have our graduate assistants this year. We have quite a few graduate assistants. They're helping support us, especially through this transition. We have, most of them are freshmen doing freshman academic coaching, and those are Brent Mowdy, Angelina Corso, and I'm practice this, but I promise I'm going to mess it up. Shotika Kwakwamket. And we have Karen Umana and Taylor Young, who was unable to make it tonight. We also have our staff assistant, Jasmine Meradiaga, and our peer tutors, Jocelyn Chacon and Zalima Lopez. We appreciate all you do for students. Without you, Trio couldn't do what all we do for our students. So we are very appreciative of all the hard work you put up with me and all my craziness. I'm not the most organized person, but you guys are amazing. Y'all make Trio work. And so I'd like to give you another clap, just for me. Okay, so our first service award is the Above and Beyond. The Above and Beyond award always goes out to an SHSU faculty or staff member who throughout the year went out of their way to support our students through either department collaboration, specific programming or mentoring, or advocating for policies and procedures supporting our first generation students. This year's winner is a staff member from the registrar's office. She has been our biggest advocate in getting through the bureaucracy, procedures, and training to implement priority registration for TRIO students. We have only had this opportunity available to our students for the last couple of years. The 18 years before, we didn't even know this would be a possibility for our students. 4 years ago, when we discovered that certain programs were getting priority registration, I actually requested it and was denied because they were worried that too many programs were getting priority registration. So they kind of closed the door to it. But you know me, I'm stubborn and I'm persistent, so of course, I asked again and again, and finally, I got a hold of Sammy, who, she doesn't like to be in the limelight, but she is a hard worker behind the scenes. And Sammy went to the registrar, and the door was open, and we were able to get priority registration. Now, I know that seems like a small thing to her, because I know she's going to say, well, I was just doing my job. But she doesn't realize that having a person that would at least go to the registrar and have that conversation and let me know that the door was open was a big deal. Because priority registration for our students means graduation, means retention, because you guys want to be able to get into the courses you need so that you can graduate on time. You want to be able to get the professors that are best suited for your learning needs. And without priority registration, that doesn't happen. And all the research says first-gen students need to get into the classes. They need to get into the right professors. So that was an important opportunity for our students. And it would not have been possible without her behind the scenes and all the actions that she took to make that happen. We have called her, it's been 2 years and we're still calling her. How do we do this, Sammy? How do we do that? And I know she's got so much more to do than answer my questions on technology and how to do things. But she always replies, and she always is just so kind and so patient with us. So this year's Above and Beyond Award goes to Sammy Halley. Could you please come forward to receive your award? I'm behind on my PowerPoint, y'all. I can only do one thing at a time. Oops, y'all didn't see that, did y'all? Surprise, surprise. Okay, Student Assistant of the Year. The Student Assistant Award goes out to a student worker that has really been dependable, reliable, and a flexible worker this crazy pandemic year. She has worn many hats, and due to much procedure changes, program reorganization, and doubling in staff, has really had to step up and learn quickly and do more in supporting the program, and she has done an amazing job. This year's Student Assistant of the Year goes to Jasmine Maradiaga. You can give it to her. I want to get a picture of you too for the special meeting. Thank you so much, Jasmine, for all you do. Okay, so this next person, I'm going to have to read because I'm probably going to cry, so I'm going to try to not get emotional during this. But tonight we have a very special award or recognition for Derek Tate. He is a past TRIO staff member. Derek Tate left TRIO at the start of January 2021. Him announcing his leaving during the last month of the semester, during COVID and the holidays, kind of just hit me in the middle of craziness. And so and he might have done that on purpose so I wouldn't get all emotional on him and have a long conversation. But it was like, I gotta go, and then it was holidays, and we were wrapping up the semester, and it was like he was gone, poof. And so I really hadn't had a chance to process that. We left for the holidays. I come back, and me and Stella are like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do now? We don't have Derek, all of his students. He did so much, we didn't even realize half of the stuff he did, and we're trying to figure out who's doing what between the two of us until we could get people hired. And I'm not up here to complain about Derek leaving. I know it sounds like that, but that's not it. It's just that we were so busy that I did not process Derek being gone. And with so much going on, like we've continued to talk about, it really wasn't until I prepared this speech that I'm processing that Derek's gone. He's gone, he's not coming back. So that was hard for me to do because Derek's been in TRIO for 8 years. We first met Derek as a freshman. He was this little freshman, and the transition to college, to see him mature and grow as a freshman and as a student was an amazing thing. He was like one of my kids. I've known him that long. He knows all about my kids, so he's family. I know TRIO's family, but staff is really family. And so I guess I've just been putting off really thinking about this. And so writing this speech, it was hard. So I'm just gonna stick to the basics and get it done. I'll have to talk to him in person. But also, he started being a mentor for TRIO, like many of you had. You started out as a participant, then you went into leadership. So I saw him grow as a leader. He mentored, he started a first-generation organization with our students. So I watched him grow in his leadership as a student towards his junior and senior year. And then he graduated. Then I got to see him grow professionally because he became a TRIO academic coach. And man, I mean, to see him in an interview, because I was like, I'm already biased. He's going to really have to show everybody else because this is going to be hard for me. And let me tell you, he nailed that interview. I just had my mouth open. I'm like, he blew everybody out of the water. So I was very proud that he came from TRIO. I was like, hey, look what we did. No, I was just so proud that he stepped up and he nailed it because that is who he is. He is a professional, and when you give him something to do, he puts 110% towards it, and he does it to perfection. And that's what he did for TRIO. And we greatly miss that, and we're going with the flow, and we're going to figure it out. We have amazing people to take his place, and we have more amazing reorganization, but we do truly miss him. He is and always will be a part of SHSU TRIO, and we will always be here for him and support him in every way possible. Despite missing him and trying to figure out what we're going to do next, we are very proud of his future path. He is now helping start a new TRIO SSS program at Montgomery Lone Star and continuing to support students through academic advising. We hate that you are gone, but are so excited for where you're headed. And so tonight we would love to honor Derek Tate with an honorary plaque for all of his 8 years of service. Our next awards are the Excellence Awards, and they will be led by Pique Guadarrama.
I would just like to thank Derek. I don't think you realize, but he made an impact on these students and the students that that are still with, that I transitioned to, and they made. I can tell that you treated these students so well, because I can tell whenever I met up with these students, they were truly taken care of, and they made my transition so easy. And I can tell that you did that to these kids. So thank you so much. Another round of applause for Derek. And I'd also like to thank the students too. You guys put up with me. You guys put up with me even though I was still trying to get to know you guys and trying to get to know the whole system and stuff like that. And you guys walked me through everything, and I appreciated that so much. So thank you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna go on to the Excellence Awards. The Excellence Awards are presented to the students who completed at least 6 workshops during the academic year. Students are required to attend at least 1 workshop so that they can receive priority registration. However, students who are, I'm so sorry. However, the students who are receiving the Excellence Award sacrifice their free time in order to participate in something that would make them a better student or further their career preparation. We admire and respect those students who took the time to utilize the CHEER programming each semester, as well as meeting with their academic coaches, participating in tutoring or group study nights on top of their normal academics and extracurricular activities. So when we call out your name, please come up to the front and receive your award. So the first one is Michaela Dennis. Alexandria de la Rosa. I forgot I was doing the computer too. And Eva Hernandez.
Our next awards are the Spirit Awards. Each year, the academic coaches choose a student that stood out during the academic year, whether it was their accomplishments, progress, breakthroughs, and even conquering of obstacles during the year. Anything that represented what we call true trio spirit. So tonight, I will begin with the first Spirit Award. My Spirit Award goes out to Cabry McFadden. I became Cabry's academic coach her second semester as a freshman. She was struggling with the transition to college and trying to figure out what she wanted to pursue. She is a very private person, but I have watched her grow more confident and persist through a very difficult year. With a smile on her face, she has become very special to me, and I am very proud of her trio's strong spirit. She's not here tonight.
For my Spirit Award, I chose Jonathan Montrose. For my Spirit Award, I chose this student because of their strong willpower to keep pressing on and keep fighting no matter what comes their way. 2020 hasn't been the easiest for anyone, and John is no exception to that. John has faced many trials throughout his time at Trio and in 2020, but that did not keep him down or cause him to quit pursuing his dreams. John was able to keep an outstanding GPA with a jam-packed schedule and always had an amazing good attitude. His course load this semester was very, very difficult, but he remained determined to not give up. He attended all the tutoring sessions he could possibly go to and maintained consistency towards success. Something that I'll never forget that John told me was, you know, Bika, it's been hard, but I will do whatever it takes. And that simple sentence made me realize that we should all have that same attitude in mind, not only in school, but in life.
Since Stella's not here tonight, I will present her Spirit Award. I chose this student because of their perseverance, and her student was Deja Cerna. I chose this student because of her perseverance. Their first semester at Sam Houston was not easy. Last fall was stressful, and add to that a new school and figuring out how to navigate it. The student faced many hardships during their first semester at Sam. While initially they were eager and excited, life was not as welcoming. But what truly amazed me was the way they turned everything around this semester. They took the winter break to figure out their priorities and how to accomplish their goals. Instead of coming to the spring semester with a negative attitude, they came with passionate force to not only pass their classes, but excel in them. It was like a complete 180 from the fall semester. They used all their resources, talked with their professors, and became more intentional in her efforts. They remained resilient through difficult times and continue to seek opportunities to help her growth. I am honored to present this award to Deja Cerna for challenging herself to better herself.
We are all well aware of the demands we have had to face this year. When the most consistent part of this year is facing rapid changes and challenges, those who courageously and joyfully met them bring a sense of peace wherever they go. Whether it be in her academics, her involvement in Trio, or her own personal goals, I forgot to change the slide, Leah has allowed herself to be positively formed by this year. With her eyes focused on her desire to serve and form others through education, she is willing to share her passions and truly be a good neighbor and Bearcat to her fellow peers. This generosity of spirit overflows into her studies, where she seeks to achieve her own personal best rather than just pure perfection. Her passion, generosity, zeal, and flexibility will continue to propel her towards her goals in her academic career and in her personal life. And for those reasons, my Spirit Award goes to Leah Castillo.
Jennifer is not able to attend this evening. When I was asked to think about a recipient of the Spirit Award, Jennifer was the first person that came to mind. We all have obstacles we must face in order to push forward, and I feel that Jennifer personifies what it means to be a strong faith in adversity. As both a non-traditional student and a single parent, Jennifer is facing all of the normal trials of college life, is raising a child, and works in a behavior center, all while remaining an excellent student with excellent grades in her coursework. Jennifer is graduating this semester with a Bachelor's of Science in Education, with a minor in Early Childhood Education through 6th grade Special Education. Congratulations, Jennifer. You have earned this award and so much more.
All right, I am nominating Genesis Rodriguez for the Spirit Award. Genesis has consistently shown commitment to the TRIO program and to her own personal growth. She has made great strides in her academic progress and has been consistent in participating in different activities. She has actively participated in things like TRIO workshops and the tutoring in the TRIO lab. She's gone on several occasions so that she can do her best in her classes, and that's really what we want of a TRIO student. Genesis has also decided to pass on some of her experience by becoming a TRIO mentor. And I'm sure her insights will be of great value to future incoming freshmen and other students in the TRIO program. It is clear that Genesis is dedicated to successfully graduating and helping others to do the same. All right, and can I get another round of applause for the Spirit Award winners?
Let's give a final applause to all of our Spirit Awards. Okay, so now we're going to announce the TRIO Student of the Year. Our last service award is to a student or a participant that has gone way above expectations in participation. They utilize as many opportunities provided for them in the TRIO program to be successful here at SHSU, and also show leadership towards their peers. Tonight's winner had 45 hours spent participating in over 72 counts of service. She has applied to be a TRIO ambassador to serve her fellow first-gen peers next year. The TRIO Student of the Year goes out to Eva Hernandez. This award also comes with a $500 scholarship for next year. We're now going to discuss our TRIO ambassadors and our new ambassadors for next year.
Good evening, everyone. I am Julissa Cantu Alvarez, and I am one of the current TRIO ambassadors. I have served in this program for 2 years, and aside from all the skills and benefits that I have gained from it, I was also able to receive a scholarship. The TRIO Ambassador Program provides leadership and mentoring experience. Members of the TRIO Ambassadors are TRIO students who have been carefully selected to be able to provide exceptional mentoring services to the TRIO community. The TRIO Ambassadors are representatives of the TRIO program and Sam Houston State University. They will help facilitate workshop activities, aid in recruitment efforts, establish a greater presence of TRIO on campus, help guide students during their time at SAM, and most importantly, be a friend and confidant to the students in our program. If all the current TRIO ambassadors could please stand to be recognized for your year of service. I would like to now introduce the new 2021-2022 TRIO ambassadors. As I call your name, please come up and receive your TRIO leadership pin. Cesar Amaya. Leo Castillo. Lauren Chaparro. Michaela Dennis. Eva Hernandez. Jasmine Maradiaga. And last but not least, Genesis Rodriguez. Congratulations to all the newly selected ambassadors, and I wish you the best of luck on your year of service.
We hope you enjoyed tonight, and we appreciate you all for joining us. I would like again to thank their students and all their tremendous efforts in finishing this year off so well, again, in a historical year. But also, I like what President White said, you guys need to share your stories, because TRIO really did shine in perseverance and in tenacity. And that's because we always had to, because we're first gen, right? We didn't have someone to explain it to us, so we had to be trailblazers and figure it out on our own. And all of us have a different story of that, a different obstacle, a different battle, a different victory. And so we need you guys to share your story. So be a part of TRIO Day. Alumni, come back and mentor our students. Tell them what it's like in the job market. Apply to TRIO ambassadors and be a peer to these incoming freshmen. We need you. We need your stories. We need how you did it, because it's unique, because there's no other story like yours. And so I encourage all of you next year in fall 2021, when we get back to some kind of normalcy, to get out there and mentor others and share your story of how you did it, how you survived 2020 and the pandemic. Because we have incoming freshmen who had a really weird year, and they're gonna have a really hard time adjusting to college life because they didn't get much of a last year in high school even. So they're gonna need your help. They're gonna need your guidance. And the struggle's not over. We have a lot of financial issues that are gonna come, the calm before the storm maybe, trying to readjust after the pandemic. So people are gonna need encouragement, and they're gonna need you guys, because you are the leaders of the first gen. because y'all are the ones that reach out to resources like this. You can tell them about TRIO. So again, thank you so much for coming out and doing this in-person event. And thank you to all of you who are watching live. This is a new experience for me, but I really enjoyed getting to spend some time with you and celebrate you. That's it. Thanks. Good night. Bye. Yep, there's all our pictures. Oh, also, we do have an evaluation. So if all of you could use the QR code to do a short evaluation, because of course we take those evaluations this summer when we're planning for next year's TRIO banquet. So if you want to be a part of that, let us know, but also give us some feedback. You know, we need new ideas. Y'all are a new generation who does things differently, and we want to be a part of that. We want to make it relevant to you. But without your feedback and without your volunteering, we can't do that. So spend a little time to answer those questions and let us know what you would like next year. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening. choose.